Hello and welcome back. This is Everything Guitar, and if this is the first time you are watching one of our videos, then it's fantastic to have you here. Today we're going to be looking at the Beatles albums, and I'm going to be trying to work out which is their best album and hopefully reach a sensible conclusion. So let's get started. This is Everything Guitar. Hello everyone. So as you know, we're going to be looking at the Beatles albums, and I thought I would try and do this in a little bit of a different way, rather than me just saying this one I like, this one I don't like, in other words, aesthetics. So what I'm going to do is arrange the albums into periods. Initially, threes, so Please Please Me with the Beatles and Hard Day's Night. And then look at Beatles for Sale and Help and Rubber Soul. And then look at the next four: Revolver, Sgt. Pepper, Magical Mystery Tour, and Yellow Submarine. And finally, the White Album, the Beatles, Abbey Road and Let It Be. That way we might be able to get at, in those particular periods, which are the best albums, and hopefully arrive at a kind of short list of top albums and then have a kind of best of the rest. Right, we have the first three albums: Please Please Me with the Beatles, Hard Day's Night. You have a mixture of cover arrangements with originals in Please Please Me and with the Beatles, whereas Hard Day's Night's all original. Now the way you get Please Please Me and with the Beatles, you get this. There's a difference between the two. With the Beatles, it's slightly harder sounding. It's more pushed. You know, it's got a more, I think, it's a more homogeneous sound than Please Please Me. It's a slightly lighter album. Personally, I've always preferred Please Please Me as an album, but I like the togetherness of With the Beatles. Some people say it's not such a great album, but I don't know. I'm changing my mind these days about With the Beatles. You know, the opening song, It Won't Be Long, you know, it's a fantastic pushing song. It really is. It really hits you in the face to start with. The Beatles were great in their openings, so capturing your attention. You know, in Please Please Me, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and with the Beatles, you get It Won't Be. You know, you get this. It's just a single voice, and then you know they're straight in. And of course, with Hard Day's Night, you get the famous chord, effectively a kind of bitonality type chord, and it's amazing conglomerate of sound. It just wham, you know. So out of the three, Hard Day's Night has the best opening, in my opinion. It's the most creative, it's the most original opening. The other two albums sound like cover arrangement reviews and a great showcase for their songwriting. Now, I get the sense with the Hard Day's Night, they really went to town to really make sure that they played songs of the highest quality and obviously showcase themselves as songwriters. So you get Paul and John songs. You get one number sung by George, but not written by him. Whereas in the other albums, you know, everybody gets to sing, everybody's featured. And what's interesting about albums that have all original songs by the band is that in those days, in the context of the early 60s and certainly in 63, 64, if you think of artists such as Petula Clark, Dusty Springfield, Tom Jones, Engelbert Humperdinck, Cliff Richard and the Shadows, they all had music written for them. The Shadows, of course, you know, did write some of their own music, but mainly their hits, you know, were written by other people, certainly in the early days. So to have an album that was all original was really something that I think helped the Beatles take off. I think overall I'm going to edge A Hard Day's Night for the fact of the opening chord being so amazingly creative for a band of that era to really, you know, it's like a classical trick. It's like Beethoven's Fifth Symphony opening. Da 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 da. You know, it really is attention grabbing and original. And the fact that they wrote all their own music. So I am putting forward A Hard Day's Night, and the other two are going to go into the subcategory to be sorted out later. So Hard Day's Night wins. And if you want to see more performance-based content from me, then head over to my main performance channel, the Dale Harris Guitar channel, and it's in the card right now in the right-hand corner. So if this video has helped you, then why not subscribe? And why not check out some of our other videos? And there are two here to check out for you now. And remember, don't just watch, play. All the best. Hasta luego.